Hello all. In this video we will continue breaking down the traffic light metrics dashboard. Let's take a look at the metric visualizations at the bottom of the page. We will edit them to see how they're constructed and to show you how you can duplicate and modify them to create your own dashboards. This metric is showing us the number of views that are not on sheets. If I add a filter to show us only values for this one project by clicking on the plus sign, applying filter to current view, we can see that that particular Revit file has 43 views that aren't on sheets. Now, let's edit this metric to see how it's created and to make our own. On the top right, we'll click on Edit. Now, when we hover over the metric, we see the pencil icon. We can click on it to edit visualization, and we can go to Edit in Lens. Once in Lens, we can see how this metric is constructed. It's grabbing data from the Revit event index, and it's showing us a metric based on the unique count of view name. There is an additional filter using KQL syntax, which reads not sheet name. Let's break that down. In KQL syntax, an asterisk is a wildcard. When we write sheet name : asterisk, it will only show us documents where sheet name exists. By adding not to the query, we are excluding documents where sheet name exists. Therefore, we are given the number of views that do not have a sheet name and therefore are not on a sheet. If we remove the not, it will return views where a sheet name does exist, thereby representing the number of views that are on sheets. We can click on Update and see that number update in real time. In that case, let's change the name to Views on Sheets, and we've thereby created a new visualization. We can save as and give this a new name. Let's call it Views on Sheets. In this case, we are adding it to the dashboard after saving, and we are going to save as a new visualization. We can click on Save and Return. This has added a new metric to our dashboard for the number of views that are on sheets. We can resize it to arrange to fit. Let's quickly go into Discover to see how that KQL syntax was filtering through the data. So if we go to the top left menu, click on Discover, we'll set the data view to the same one that visualization was using, in that case Revit event. And we're seeing the data for Revit event over the last 7 days. Now for that example, we were using the view name field, and we can add that as a plus sign. And we were also looking at the sheet.name field. Here we're seeing all the documents that have come in over the last 7 days for Revit.event. As you can see, a lot of them don't include a value for view name or sheet name. If we select an empty view name value and click on the minus symbol, it will create a filter for view name exists, thereby only giving us the documents that include a value for view name. As you can see, some documents include a view name, but do not include a sheet name. In this instance, this link bridge to view is not placed on a sheet, and thus would be counted in our metric visualization. I'm going to delete this filter to show how we can recreate it using KQL syntax. In KQL syntax, we will start by writing the field, in this case view.name, : and we will use the asterisk wildcard. This is returning the same amount of data. It's essentially replicating the view name exists field. Let's add to this filter an and command and say sheet name exists. Now we're seeing only documents where both view name and sheet name exists. To replicate what we saw in the metric, we can type in and not sheet name, and we're getting the count of documents where view name exists but sheet name is excluded. And there you have it. I invite you to explore and edit any of the visualizations included with Bimbeats. Editing existing dashboards is a great way to understand what's under the hood, build on our out-of-the-box content, and create visualizations tailored specifically to your organization's needs. Continue watching to learn more about Bimbeats and Kibana to get actionable insights from your data. If you have any questions, thoughts, or comments, talk with us through our discourse forum linked below. Have a good one.